Welcome back to Yggdra Unison, and we are nearly done. Charles' computer decided I hate you. So, oh, and by the way, we found out that it turns out Durand is super effective against swordsmen.
Yeah, this game uses the weapons triangle, I would guess, like Yggdra Union does.
And as you see, by the way, the day transitions as we go on. It is now noon. Oh no you don't, you sneaky sucker. I see you down there. Let's see, 3419. Let's see if I could draw a 3 to start off with. Oh, good God. I think it depends on where you touch the screen, I don't know. Down, 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 down. I don't mind the theme when it's slow, by the way. 9, 8. 9 and 8! Well, actually, 8 and 9 would be better. Watch this. Eight.
Yes.
6. But unfortunately, we don't get all the way. By the way, as you see, you get severe knockback from your characters the more combos you chain off. Down. You also get a better score if you clear out all the enemies first. So we're probably not going to do that. So as you could see, Durand combined with Cruz against this guy is a very good combo. 5 and 2. So we need a 2 and a 5, so we can get that into that, because that changes us with Stop appearing down there, darn it! And with that, and I'm going to skip that, because I want to show off the recruitment stuff. And with that, foiled again!
You lose.
And if we do certain things, I guess... With certain enemies, by the way, you will get a scene where they talk with whoever beat them. Or you get certain conversations. Like if you fought, Dalmascus, is that his name? I don't know what his name is, the dude.
What dude?
The dude who's, the head of the evil empire.
Oh, Gokasa?
Golgasa. That's it. It is to do with where you touch on the screen. Okay. Done. See, the problem is that guy's going for that. And even though it doesn't matter now... See, that's what it would do. It would give them more entry slots and stuff. But at the moment, it doesn't really matter now. And as you can see with some cards, we get a delay. Wordsworth, break out! Which I don't know what that means, but oh, alright. Item break.
Speak.
Down. By the way, if you go for certain areas, you can recapture them, by the way. We gotta somehow bring Yggdra over here, but I'm not sure if it's worth chasing this guy when we could end the map quite easily now. We have crews essentially head for their home base and stuff. The problem with generics is their area of attack is really quite small. Ow.
Pain.
So now we're gonna have crews head for the home base because time is running out, as you may notice. Don't know, no. As you can see, this game does not like you. This game hates you, if anything.
It's much worse than your reunion.
Don't die, man. Don't die, I like my wizards! As you see, I'm not great at clearing out all the enemies. But luckily, that worked. And with that... Whoa! Yeah!
That was nothing.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I got from that. I don't really care. And with that, I believe, if Millenor would move right, we did it! You win!
Turn 69. The time was 69.
Skin of our teeth. So yeah, based on certain things, we cleared out all the enemies. We didn't get something, which I don't know what this is. We get 3 minutes 51, and we end up with 570 points. So this is the occupation screen, I guess. And with that, we gather a new territory, which I guess increases something. Over time, you'll increase your, I guess, strength or, I guess, respect. And respect will affect this part, the prisoner. So we have prisoner Inzaghi. Now, here's the thing. You can invite him to join you. Simple as that. However, he can refuse. Yes. They can go, no! And leave. Do you know why this is? This is, I'm not going to be patronising. If you don't have enough territories, you don't have enough respect. Therefore, certain characters who aren't already quite nice, like for example, some of the characters from Yggdra Union who would join you, bar the Team Rocket twins, have an already kind of, I guess, sympathetic understanding with you, because some of them join really easily. Like, uh, when I got to certain points, the lolly joins you if you're Milnor quite easily. The one who's a mermaid. The girl who's the brother of Leon joins you quite easily. Who else? Most of the characters who join... Russell will join you quite easily if you're Millenor. Here he won't, because you're already starting off, and you're very low on respect. So basically, if you want the characters you want, try and go for the characters you don't want first. That way you can build up your respect by beating them, I guess. And the characters you want may become slightly easier to join you. Oh, in this screen you can assign certain things to certain characters. And I accidentally gave that to Yggdra, but okay. We'll deal with that. Over time, some characters' stats will slightly decrease, by the way. Don't know why this is. So we're going to save here, and then we're going to do the quick bit after this. Now, welcome to the preparation screen. And we have this dude come along, who I don't know. He's wearing a basket on his head. If you could explain why, that would help.
He's a generic guy that's basically one of those travelers or blacksmiths.
Oh, this is the treasure search screen. Doesn't really matter as none of our characters can do anything. Um, but essentially, the more territories you capture, the more opportunities you have to send characters searching for treasure. And sometimes they will find treasure, sometimes they'll find ordinary items. Sometimes you will lose your character permanently within the ruins or labyrinth you're searching in. That is how bad, that is how evil the game can be. You sent one of your best characters in here? They're never coming back. What? Which sucks. And we don't even have enough money for it, so it's okay. You probably would if you were Millenor, so you know. So we're gonna go into this part here, I believe, where you can save again. I don't think we saved. Oh well, we're gonna have to do another map. Is that alright with you?
Sure.
I don't know why it didn't save, but okay. Get item. Get item.
Item get.
Those medals kind of boost stats for a bit for ones whose stats are lowering, so they're kind of necessary. So, as per my logic, we're going over the far right, and we're going to pick this card. Progress. And stuff. And now, welcome to the progress screen, where we have a random assassin who's quite friendly with us turn up. And he's like, and I will now probably voice his makeshift slash her, it is a her, makeshift dialogue in a Cockney accent. How's it going then? Well, apparently, someone over there, that manly bloke's fighting that lady who's quite oddly stronger than all the rest of the people in her nation, and they're having a brawl and whatnot. Basically, as you can guess, in this game, nations aren't lazy, they're not just sitting there while people get attacked and doing nothing. Some of these nations are already warlike and will attack other nations as per various, things that they do. Now, this will be kind of good because it will render some of the bosses, the leaders of nations, underlings. The problem in the game is if you attack a nation and they have a leader, and you attack their leader before you attack their subordinates, and win, you will gain the entire country without having to fight the rest of them, but you will lose the opportunity to recruit any of the characters that were under their command. If some nations lose their leader to certain other characters, then that means you can not only attack the leader and you won't lose their subordinates, but at the same time, you will be able to go through and, attack their other leader without having to worry about anything. And so here we can just watch the fight between Manleman and that awesome assassin lady who's better than the other people that she works for.
Door getting his ass handed to him real good.
Well, to be fair, I will say this now, assassins are one of my favourite classes in this game because they just go, well, we're excellent. Oh, what a surprise, the assassin won. And if you get certain images, I guess you could say, nation conquered. Without even a bit of hesitation, within the first few seconds, Manly Guy has been brought under the control of the Pope's people. So as you could see, now his entire nation is yellow. He serves this douche. Which is a shame. He loses, I guess, some leadership. But, there we go. What do you think of that, the mechanism, Charles?
Looks awesome so far.
Okay, so now we can choose to fight this dude, the Protector. By the way, not many things work against this guy, but I think Yggdra's alright. I think.
Yggdra and witches are most effective against golems.
Which is lucky, because I did not have Yggdra joining me when I was doing this bit. Kind of. On that note, we finished this part. We'll see you in a second for the next part.